All right, so we're gonna set him up, do our pre-flight checklist here. Okay, I'm gonna tell him what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna tell him that I'm gonna be right here and I'm gonna be just kind of all over this side, and I'm gonna be grabbing him up here on the halter and cheeking him, you know. I'm gonna bend him around a little bit like this, and I'm gonna push his head that way a little bit. I'm gonna put weight in the stirrup. I wanna tell him about this weight and what he's gonna feel when I get up there. Okay, I'm gonna tell him about the fact that my legs are gonna be slapping him on the sides right here, and my legs are gonna be pushing on him a little bit, okay? And I can even, you know, see if I can get a response out of him by pushing him right there. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna pull on this hind cinch because I don't want that thing to come up and surprise him right when I first step up there. All right, we might go for a rodeo ride. Don't want to do that. I'm gonna throw these saddle strings all around and put weight again in this stirrup, like I said. All right, then I'm gonna show him that stuff's gonna be over here on his right side. I want him to see that. I want him to see this rope flapping. Okay, I don't want him to be afraid of that. I'm just gonna tell him, hey man, this rope could flap up here when I'm up here, okay, and so I don't want you to be upset about it. He says, oh, okay. Well, at first I was upset, but now I think it's okay. I'll put my hand up here and I'm gonna love him and rub on him up here. I don't want that to surprise him. I'm gonna tell him that I might touch him up here between the ears and on the pole. All right, I'm gonna swap eyes with him here. That's nice and quiet. I'm gonna come over here to his offside and I'm gonna tell him the same thing. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do all that stuff, but I'm gonna do it over here too, okay? I'm gonna bend you around a little bit right there, all right? I'm gonna let you feel the pressure that you're gonna experience once I get up in that saddle on this side, and I'm gonna tell you this flank strap might come up and grab you, all right? And I don't want you to be surprised by that, okay? I'm gonna just tell him about this rope one more time since that bothered him on the other side. Good. Oh, and then, yeah, I guess we better swap eyes on this side too, huh? All right. Just gonna hold that and wait for his brain to catch up with his nose there. There you go. There you go, buddy. Reward every little try there. Every little bit of try I'm gonna reward, okay? Not just gonna keep pulling on him. I don't want him to get soggy. I want him to try harder every time. All right. So now I think he's pretty well prepared. All right, I'm gonna tell him about this. I'm gonna grab him on the cheek right here, and I'm gonna tell him about how I'm gonna put my foot in the stirrup. All right, and then I'm gonna kind of bounce around right here, and I'm gonna show him this weight. All right. That guy's name is Move It or Lose It. I call him Junior. Junior is a Boone Too Soon son out of a daughter of highbrow cat that we purchased out of the Rose Valley production sale last fall. It seems to me like Junior's got a lot of talent, but time will tell whether he's a legit show horse prospect or not. I'm gonna adjust my cinch here. I got a little bit too much on this side. Take it up a little bit on the other side. Now we switch over to Martini Smarts, also known as Martin. Martin is by Smart Revolution, which was a dual race son, and out of a Tanqueray gin bred mare on the bottom. Now Martin, I believe, is a legit show horse prospect as well, but a little different from Junior. They have two completely different dispositions. We'll just have to see how everything plays out here. The cutting horse to me is for them to control the cattle. As soon as they stop, I want to turn them around, okay, and let them walk the other direction. That's how. Got me around those hops right there. See all that? I think it's thinking its way out. That's all I'm looking for. Essentially got a hard of interesting that that just happened. You know, he decided that he didn't. I like to use these neoprene cinches down here in this sandy country because I know that I can get them clean. They pick up tons of sand down here, and these things are about the only thing that I can be sure to get all the sand off of and get them clean. Sometimes if you get a ton of sand in a cinch and you don't get it all cleaned out, it'll really rub them and gall them. They'll get really raw around their heart girth, and that's the last thing I want to happen to one of these colts. So that's why I like these neoprene cinches, if anybody's wondering. I know they're not real punchy and real traditional, but they certainly work good. All right, so I'm just going to come up here and kind of, you know, tell him all about what I'm going to do when I get up here. Okay. And say, buddy, this is what's going to happen. These are the things that are going to be new to you. All right. You're going to feel weight in this stirrup. I want to put a lot of weight in this stirrup. Okay. Rock that up and down. And I want to get over here and say, when I get up there, I'm going to be touching you over here, and you know, there's going to be lots of noise back here and things. And so I'm going to tell him all about this. Tell him about this rope. Tell him about this stirrup again. Maybe I'll flex him around a little bit right here. I know that we had a little bit of an issue with this before where he was getting kind of spooked by that. So I'll just see if we can do that nice and quiet. Not as quiet as I'd like it to be, but that's okay. Come back over here and I'm going to tell him about weight in this stirrup. Okay, let him check me out. Tell him all about that. Tell him about this rope. Tell him about this saddle, the noises that all this is going to make. Okay. Tell him about all these things so that I don't surprise him. Okay. I don't want to surprise him. That's breaking the code, man. We don't want to break the code, do we, buddy? We don't want to break the code. Now you got to respect that code. Horses are just like people. If they can't depend on you, they can't trust you. All this stuff right here. I say, hey, my leg's going to be hitting you right here. Don't be excited about that. Okay, the rope again, going to flap around. Right, no big deal. It's no big deal. Just going to hold that right there until he relaxes to it. There, good. And I'll get out. Don't fall down. He's licking and chewing, which tells me that he's okay with all this stuff. Okay, he's at least willing to try to be okay with it. We've given him quite a bit of fear mitigation training early on, so I'm going to expect him to revert to that training when things go south, if they do. Hopefully they don't. But anyhow, I'm going to reach up here and cheek him, bend him around. I'm going to flex him over here, and I'm going to push his head around to the right a little bit so that he can see me over here in his right eye. I don't want to surprise him, okay? And I'm just going to swing up in place. I'm not going to bend him or anything like that. In fact, I'm just going to kind of pitch him away. I'm going to turn 50 this year, and I've started a few colts, but I tell you what, that first ride never gets old. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. All right, so this time we're going to commit and get up there and hopefully go for a ride. Maybe he won't throw me in the dirt. I hope that he doesn't. You're not going to, are you, partner? Yeah. Hand under my rope. I grab the swell over here. I swing myself in the middle. Now I don't have a night latch on this saddle. I'll just use this lariat. I'm just going to sit here, let him relax a little bit. There you go, buddy. There you go. All right, we're not going to let any of that bother us. Okay. Like I said before, and I always say you gotta find a spot to relax up here. On this first ride, I know it's super difficult, but you got to, okay? He's kind of kicking at my legs and stuff. Just gonna try to reassure him a little bit and say, hey buddy, everything's okay, man. This is a super feely colt. So things are bound to get western here a little bit. We can handle it. Ain't nothing we can't handle, right, partner? Nothing we can't handle, man. Ain't nothing we can't handle. That's right. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy right there. Good boy. So I'm gonna move my legs around a little bit. I'm gonna ask for some forward motion. Just want these legs to get to moving. Nice and smooth and quiet. There we go, partner. There we go, buddy. That's a good boy. I'm gonna do all the encouraging that I can do on him, okay? I don't want to spook him. This is no bronc fight, okay? It's not a power struggle. It's just me helping him to get relaxed and gain confidence right here in this really new, really scary situation that we're in. Okay, that's my job up here. Good job, partner. Good boy. Good boy. Now all that went pretty good considering, but you know, colts just aren't as hard to start as they used to be. All right. So I'm getting a lot of mouth action out of him. I'm just kind of sort of guiding his nose around here. He wants to move his feet. I'm not asking him to move his feet, but I'm just going to kind of take him around this pen. And, when he stops, he's going to get a reward for stopping, okay? I'm going to encourage that stop now, because if I don't, I'm going to have to pull on him to make him stop later on. Good boy. Ooh. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Say the word after he stops. Okay? He already knows how to stop, but he doesn't know what the word means. So let him associate the word with the stop, or vice versa, the stop with the word right now. Okay? So reach back here and touch him on the rear end a little bit. Now I'm going to ask for some motion. Just the cluck first. If I don't get a cluck, if I don't get any life in his feet, then I'm going to squeeze it with my legs, okay? But I've already taught this colt to go forward off the cluck from the ground, so he understands what that means. So I'm going to ask him to go a little faster. That's why I continue to cluck even though his feet are still moving. I'm going to take him where I want to go. There we go, buddy. Open that stride up a little bit. If he wants to stop, let him stop. Oh, good boy. Now everything we're trying to get done right now is basically centered around go forward and stop. No matter how ugly, it's all about the try right here. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. Good job, partner. Good job, man. Good job, buddy. Now, I'm not going to quit right here on this colt, okay? And there's a reason why. He's doing really good, and he's taken to this all just fine, but he's got his blood up right now, and he's pretty excited. And I don't want to quit this and then come back tomorrow and him just immediately come right back to these negative emotions. I want to leave him on a really, really positive note here, where he's got some confidence there. That's better. That's better than it was. We'll see if it holds. When he stops, I'm going to reward him for stopping. Now, I've got a set of principles that I try to live by when it comes to dealing with horses, okay? I call them the 5 principles for effective horsemanship. They go like this. Start quiet, end quiet. Get the fresh off. Find the resistance, be willing to compromise, and always quit on the try. If the front end stops moving, oh man, are you kidding? Oh, I don't know how that could be any better. I just don't, okay? Okay, stick to the 5th principle, which is what? Quit on the try, okay? So I'm gonna do my best to try to quit him right here. Oh, good job, partner. Make sure that you tell him about what's gonna happen when you get down. You're gonna be over here in his left eye. All right, and that right leg is gonna feel pressure over here, and that right leg is gonna do that deal, okay? And then just kind of quietly step out. I wanna remind him that my foot might go back there sometimes and hit him in the butt, all right? And that shouldn't excite him too much. I always like to do this when I get down, if I can. All right, so I'm just gonna rub that leg there and let him feel that. I don't want it to surprise him next time I go to get up here if my leg brushes across his rump, all right? Good job, buddy. Pop a cinch. Man, I don't know how that could be any better. Don't know how that could be any better. Junior's got some really dramatic mouth action going on there. He really wants me to know how pleased he is with all this training. Good job, partner. All right, there we go. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get him to just walk around a little bit, nice and relaxed. Okay. Real good. Real good. He's relaxed quite a bit now, so I feel like I can get out if he'll let me. I'll get out. Good boy. Good boy. We'll see what happens right here with the dismount. Let me get a hold of his head right here. Okay, I'm just gonna rock around right here and let him get relaxed with that, okay? If he's fractious to you moving around, you don't want to step off, because what's gonna happen? He's just gonna wheel around and nail you with a foot, so, okay? So I'm gonna get down here in this eye. I'm gonna show him about all that, you know, I'm gonna tell him about, hey, I'm gonna get down here in this area right here, so I don't want you to be spooked when it happens, okay? And I'm just gonna step right down. Man. Awesome job, partner. Awesome job. Oh, what a nice colt. You better believe we're going to quit him right there.